in our previous class, we have accepted a number and display the factors of the numbers. Along with that, we counted how many factors are there for the inputted number. In this class, we are going to solve one more example, that is we have to accept a number and we have to check whether the number is prime or composite. Once we will have the knowledge that the number is prime or composite, then we will try to display all the prime numbers between 10 and 20. So first I will solve by using for loop of both the numbers, then I will try to convert the answer by using while and do while. So let me come to the part. So first we have to know what is a prime number. So what is a prime number? If a number is having two factors, if a number is having two factors only, then that is a prime number. So two factors means what? 1 and the number itself. So let us take an example. So if I will consider 5, the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. So that's why the total number of factors becomes 2, and according to that 5 is a prime number. So if we will go for 4, the factors are 1, 2 and 4. So for that the total number of factors becomes 3, and because of this reason 4 is not a prime number and it becomes a composite number. So according to this we will move to our program, because we already know how to count the number of factors. So let me provide the answer. So import java.util.scanner, and here public class prime check. So public static void main string args, then I have to take a number as n. So let me take scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. So here we will provide a message system.out.print, enter a number, then n equal to sc dot next int. So we will count the number for int I equal to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus, then if n mod I double equal to 0. So here you have to count the value of c, so that's why I'm not making c plus plus, and initially you have to make c as 0. So let me make c as 0. Then we have to close the for loop, and here we have to make a check if c is equal to 2, because the prime checking process is that number of factors you have to find out. System.out.println. So I just want to say n is a prime number. Else system.out.println n is a composite number. So let me save this one as prime check .java. So let us compile the program. Command prompt d:/cd java prg java c prime check. Now java prime check dot class. So enter a number, it is 5, then 5 is a prime number, enter 4, 4 is a composite number. So this is how it works. Now the question is how to display the prime numbers between 10 and 20. So we know that there is a part which is going to provide you the answer for prime. So assume that this much code is required for prime number, or let me copy and paste the entire code here. So let me copy this much of code and let me paste here. So now from this position, from this place, we can say that this much of code is required to check whether a number is prime or composite. But whenever you want to display the numbers which are prime between 10 and 20, then you have to apply this much of code for 10 as well as 11, again 12, like that. You have to apply this much of code for each and every number. So it is not possible to write the same code for each and every number. We will write the code only once and we will apply that on this 10 to 20. So this 10 to 20 is now applied by using a loop. So here there is no need to enter a number, so we don't want to enter a number, so that's why these lines are not required, as well as we don't want to print composite number, so again these lines are not required. So that means this much of line is required to do the job. So for that, what we will do, we will write for int n equal to 10, n is less than equal to 20, and n plus plus curly bracket close, curly bracket open, and this much of code we will place here. So like that we want to write. So let me change the code. So as I said, this is not required now, input is not required. So this is not required. So this line is not required. Scanner class is not required. We don't want to take this one as our part, so that's why this much of code we want to place here. Again, we don't want to display n is a prime number, we want to display only the value, so that's why n is required. Now this much of code, whatever we have to place that here. So that is the code which we want to place here, right? So on the basis of that, I want to apply a loop at this place. So it is for n equal to, let me take int n equal to 10, n is less than equal to 20, n plus plus curly bracket start. So now take this one. So this is the part, so I have to close this loop. So now if I will run this program, then it is not going to provide you the answer. So now why we will discuss from 10 to 20. So let me copy this file class name, savage, paste .java, cls, java c, prime from 10 to 20, java prime for 10 to 20. Now you will not get the answer. The reason is because of this c. Now what is the value of c? So once we will finish n is 10, when n becomes 10, then the value of c is 4, because the 10 is having 4 factors, 1, 2, 5 and 10 itself. So c is now 4. But whenever the value of n is 11, then c is again 4. So you have to do what? You have to make c equals to 0. Instead of making c equals to 0 here, you have to make, for each number, you have to make c equal to 0. Now let us check. So we are getting 11, 13, 17 and 19. So I just want to make some changes. And here I want to provide a message. System.out.print prime numbers between 10 to 20 are semicolon, control S. So let us run the program. Okay, because of this, so we are getting 11, 13, 17 and 19. So this is how the program will work. So I just want to change the entire number into while loop. So since while loop is required, first you have to take this one outside. Control X. So let me paste this one at the top. So n is 10. So now we are getting while, and always the increment you have to make at the end. So let me take, before the loop I want to make an increment. So this part is over for while loop. So let me check. So from this we can conclude that inside while we can apply for. Now let me change this for loop. So take this one to outside. So here I want to place, so inside one loop you can declare a variable. So this is while. So let me take this one. So before closing of this while, I have to increase. So control S. Now let me clear. Now we are getting the answer. So the simplest format of do while is, you have to take this one to the end of while block, and here you have to make do. So this is semicolon, and the same thing you have to apply for inside while loop, the inner while loop, that is do, and you have to make a process. So control S. So now this is how the loops are working. So make a practice of these numbers in a proper way if you are a beginner, and switch to the next topic. This much for this class. Thank you.